Hi, I'm Rick Conlow. I'm glad you're here. Let's get right into it. How to keep and attract great employees. This issue is critical for organizations today, as many companies are having a hard time getting good quality people to fill job openings, and many organizations are short. I talk to managers and leaders every day that are short of people. And so we need to understand this and dig into it. So let's talk about it. Now, it starts off with this, Terry Fox. And why I bring this up is he's a young man, 19 years old, and he got cancer. Laid on a hospital bed, had a dream that he's running across Canada, and he woke up and he decided he's going to do that and raise $1 million for cancer research. So off he started his effort. Had lots of resistance in the beginning, but he continued, and he got, bolder in his presentations, and he spoke to small groups, then big groups, then thousands of people, and lo and behold, he began raising lots of money. Now, here's the thing. He didn't make it all the way. He went 3/5 the way across Canada, and the cancer came back, so he had to go through some more surgeries, and he passed away. Yet, he raised $5 million for cancer research. And today, years later, his organization has raised $250 million. So here's a young man faced with challenges, tragedy, and he found purpose and direction in his life, a challenge, and he rose to the occasion. Never done anything like that before. He did it. And I bring this up is we have to have it as a fundamental belief, working with our team, that people, our teams, can do incredible things. They have tremendous personal potential. That's our starting base. We don't look at employees as peons. We see them as partners. We treat them respectfully. That's what employee engagement is all about. It's helping bring out the best in people. And if that's our approach, that's our view, guess what? We'll start doing things differently with our teams. They'll trust us, and they'll accomplish great things. And that's what's missing. People have or companies have employees leaving and because they don't feel any loyalty to that organization, because the organization has no loyalty to them. That's one of the key things. Now, there are other reasons going on. The pandemic made an impact on this. They're calling this the Great Resignation, and lots of elements going on related to getting people. But it starts here, is what I'm saying. This minimizes the issues for organizations today if they have that kind of culture and that kind of leadership in it. Now, take a look at these numbers. These say something. I want you to be able to stand on what I'm saying here. You'll see some companies that are well known. They're NPS scores and eNPS scores. NPS stands for Net Promoter Score. eNPS is a number for the employee engagement score in an organization. So you'll see what they are listed here. Pretty good numbers. These are some of the leaders that are out there. A good NPS score is today 30 to 40. A good eNPS score, or the average, is 14. A good one is around 30. So you'll see what they are. Now in yellow, I list my clients. The clients to our organization. Notice they're significantly better. So the kinds of skills I'm talking about are the things we need to do to galvanize our team, to create a great culture where people want to do their best, not because they're told to, but because they want to. That's a big difference there in terms of their motivation. There's a payoff. High employee engagement, high customer engagement. There's huge payoffs. You'll see the numbers here and the profit impact on the bottom as well. These two are called the intricate link because they go together. If the employees feel great, they'll do a great job in the customer service, whether it's the online efforts or the face-to-face efforts. So we need to understand this, that we're not talking touchy-feely. So it starts with Frederick Hertzberg and his studies on what motivates people one more time. And you'll look at it. What motivates people? Achievement. So what we want to do is give people opportunity to achieve things. We want recognition. So we want to give recognition. Pride itself. Help people be part of the solution. Get their input and ideas. And guess what? The work is theirs, not something that's assigned to them. Responsibility. Moving up. Personal and career development. Advancement. Job opportunities, delegation, all those kinds of things help growth. So they want to learn new things, and then ongoing training and learning make a difference. So that's what he found. In this day and age, new research has come out, found that people want to make a difference. So that sense of purpose in what they're doing. So not just make a profit, but make an impact on society that deals with the problems we face in terms of community and poverty and climate change, all those kinds of things. So we want to be able to demonstrate that to our teams, how they're having that sense of purpose and meaning, a cause. And then teamwork, inclusion, camaraderie, got to teach that so people can learn how to make that happen. As a leader, the way you get teamwork is you give it first, you demonstrate it. Lead by example with other departments, other leaders, and with your team itself. And then you can start teaching the skills so they can apply that to their work. And then the flexibility, which is so important. Hybrid workplace, remote work, and work-life balance. So we got to be able to look at that. I've come across so many managers that on the weekends, what are they doing? They're working in between all the family things. I had one client, he called his managers to a meeting on a Saturday and Sunday in an airport where he was going to be on his way to a vacation. So his managers had to work the weekends to accommodate him. That's not leadership. That's something else. That it doesn't motivate people. Here's where it starts. Understand what motivates people. We need to know that they're more than a number. They're more than human resources. They're not human capital. They're people with real names and lives. They have families and kids and interests and hobbies and causes they want to be a part of and aspirations and goals. We have to understand that. Take some time to learn that. And as we do, gives us keys to motivating and inspiring our teams. In fact, just being interested in that in itself helps our team do a better job. And then, here are 6 points. First, values, do business right. Ethics, integrity, treat people right. It's about character there. Okay. Second thing, the relationship is more important than the reporting structure. It's not the title that makes you a leader. It's the relationship with the team that makes you a leader. Take care of the team and they'll take care of the tasks that they have to do. So what does that mean? It means be a good communicator, be a good listener, always ask for input and ideas. Be consistent in what you do. Don't always change priorities. Lead by example. Do training and coaching and learn how to handle conflict in a constructive manner instead of saying, you've heard this, it's my way or the highway. That doesn't work. That doesn't motivate people. And then number 3, the first and only rule of leadership, it's about the people, not the profits. And it isn't about you either. I came across one manager and he said, I'm all for employee input and engagement as long as they come up with what I want. That's not what we're talking about here. You got to have a mindset that I'm going to help the team be successful. And as they're successful, then I'll be successful as a manager. Help other people get what they want, and you'll get what you want as a leader. And that's what I'm talking about. It's a mindset, it's a value. Then understand people do want to be great. Most people think they're performing better than they are. Most people can perform significantly better than they are. They want to do well. They have a sense of pride into what they work. They don't come to work and then do their job and then go home at night. And when their family asks them how to go at work, they says, well, everybody thinks I'm a puke and a slug and I'll be fired by noon. That's not their approach to work. They want to move forward. They want to do well. They want to help. And so we need to believe that. And then leadership is about positive influence. Most management gurus will say leadership is about influence. No, I say it's about positive influence. If you're yelling and screaming and lying and cheating and taking all the credit and playing politics in the office place with everybody and going behind people's backs, that doesn't motivate people. That destroys their confidence and belief. They want to leave that place. Employee engagement worldwide is only 15%. In the U.S., it's about 30%. Either number is awful. It ought to be, 100%. Or 90 plus 100, to 100%, somewhere in there. That's what motivates people, is you have these kinds of attitudes about it. Then the single most important thing you can do, number 6, is be a better communicator. And so you've got to have team meetings that are run well, so you got to be a student of the game there. You have to know how to do performance discussions on an ongoing basis every month throughout the year, informally, and ask questions like, how's it going for you? What's working for you? What isn't working? How can I help you? What can I do differently or better, make a difference? Notice how I'm asking the questions. Got to have a dialogue in those performance discussions. And then have ongoing coaching to go with it to help empower your team, teach them to think and understand and analyze so they can solve problems on their own. They don't always need you. People can do incredible things if we give them the environment and the culture and the climate and the opportunity to do that. And so that's what I'm talking about here. Now, if we do those things, how does this impact attracting people? It affects your reputation as a leader and as a company. You know, your Indeed and Glassdoor numbers and all other ratings that are online. See, people look online today as they apply for jobs, and they want to find out what kind of company is this. They can find the Net Promoter Score numbers like I did here, or the ENPS numbers. They can find out if the culture in any company that has job openings is good or poor. And where you want to be is in the top third in the organization. So that will make it easier for you to attract more and more people. If you don't have that reputation, it doesn't happen. And it's harder to get people. And then the other thing I'd say about the reputation, and we all know this, it's common sense, some companies don't understand it, is that you got to pay fairly. You should pay above market, okay? Because pay is important. None of us do our jobs for free. Now, employee engagement, employee motivation, employee productivity is a byproduct of trust, empowerment, and communication. And that's what I've been talking about in these elements that I've described. Now, I want to give you one more thing as we close. And I say this: serve your team. Now, this isn't, touchy-feely, weak-kneed kind of leadership. This is tough leadership, because your goal is to bring out the best in people, help them win by the kinds of things I've described here. There are others, but I hit some of the key ones. And it's about serving them, helping them win. It's a mindset. It's a value about doing that. I believe it's the difference between management and leadership, and it's the difference between average leadership and great leadership. In fact, it's servant leadership. That's what I'm talking about here. Dr. Martin Luther King said, not everybody can be famous, but everybody can be great, because greatness is determined by your service. You just need to have be full of grace and a heart generated by love. And he also said this: life's persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Few leaders take this approach in mindset today. Most of them want to be the tough leader, the hard-driving leader, the bad boss kind of thing. They don't say that, but they want to be feared more than they want to be respected. You see the difference? So I say serve your team, because again, back to the potential of the team. Most people think they're performing better than they are. Most people can perform significantly better than they are. And the single most important element in the difference there is their relationship with their direct supervisor and leader. And that's you. Check out my book called The 5 Dynamics of Servant Leadership. You can see it in the notes below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, share it with others. I'd appreciate it. Leave a comment. Look for a couple of the other elements that are also down there for you, some resources you should be able to use, and our blog. So thank you for coming, and I wish you the best of success.